Okay, I'm doing it. I'm showing you the spare bedroom. This is what I work from home most of the time. This is where I sit in my piles. Hey there, my name's Kiri and I'm a flower farmer here in Western Washington in Zone 8A, and I have a bunch of dried flowers and bath salts and sachets that really didn't sell very well at my last market that I went to, and I said I'm not going to any more markets, I'm done with that. And here I am. I was getting ready for bed and I saw a post on Facebook asking for vendors for a small, very small market in the town over next to us. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. Because I literally was starting to clean out this room. That's why you've got piles of fabric everywhere. And I was literally like debating, should I just compost all these dried flowers and give away all these salts to like family and friends? So it's $50 for 3 days, and it's one table in a Grange. So you can already kind of tell what type of people are probably going to be at that. I think it's going to be like a lot of locals. Older people who are locals who like go to these kinds of things, you know? So we're going to give it a try. We're going to try to get rid of some stuff. So Square is great for the inventory when you want to see how much you have in the moment, but it's not great to see how much you sold, how much you added, how much you took away, all that stuff. So right now I have 22 bath salts, 7 dried flower bouquets, 3 bud vases, 10 sachets, 5 wreaths, and I have enough to make some small mini ones. So that adds up to about $680 worth of product. So that's not very much for 3 days, even if that is a slow market. The other thing too, I didn't update you from the last market, but I ended up not bringing any seeds to that market because lo and behold, you need a seed selling license, something or other, and it like costs $70 or something if you're kind of small amount of sales, and then I think you have to have like an inspection. I'm not dealing with that, especially for something that's like one-off, and I'm not about to record myself doing something that I know is against the rules, so no seeds. Looking through this box here, it's kind of just scraps. I've got some more, but it doesn't really make a cohesive bouquet. So someone suggested in my last market video to do straight bunches of things, so I think that's a good idea. I think we should do that. And I'm gonna just comparison shop on Etsy. I think that seems to be the most close to what my prices end up being. So, and this market is supposed to be more of like a Christmas type market, so I'm not gonna make any pumpkin posies or anything like that because that ship has sailed. So because this is supposed to be like a Christmas market, I wanted to try to get something a little bit more seasonal in there. So I decided to use my dehydrator to make some dried orange slices. I think that style of wreath and garland is so super cute. So I sliced these as thin as I could, and some of these were pretty thick. So when I put it in the dehydrator, it took about 12 hours to get completely dry, and then I was able to use them to make a super cute wreath with some cinnamon sticks and eucalyptus, and then I also made a cinnamon stick and orange slice, very rustic garland with the twine. So it turned out really, really cute. Good morning. It is market day for the first day of our 3-day market, and I am up very early. Well, it's not that early, but I'm just tired. I have stayed up too late prepping stuff, and I just got some tuber orders. I'm going to try to build up my stock with kind of more of those in-demand, kind of more hipster tubers. And hopefully I won't have to do one of these flash sale type things that sell out. I hate doing flash sales. But this reminds me of when I was in college. I used to have to get up super early as soon as the registration would open so that I could sign up for my classes before they filled up. This is like literally what I used to do. I'm gonna get some coffee and then we're gonna get ready for the day. So I'm running a little bit behind. So I think it's gonna be kind of chill, easy setup though, because I only have one table. I think they may be providing it even. I don't know. So I think it'll be a quick setup. We're gonna load up and we're gonna go. In search of needed products, I am going to be offering some of these vintage cross-stitch patterns that I have in my closet. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe that'll entice people. And they're all like Christmas themed. Alright, let's roll out. Alright, so I'm on my way to the market and I'm just thinking about the fact that I did not practice my setup, and I only practiced with a 3-table setup, so we'll see how I can figure out how to get the one table set up. It'll be fun trying to figure out how to display this. And then, yeah, I'm not having any fresh flowers, but you know, we can make the dried flowers the main thing. So let's go set up. All right, here it is. Alright, market's about to start, and here's what it looks like. So lots of bounty, stacking it high, hopefully watching it fly. So a quick overview of what I have in the booth today. So I'm using the bulb crates again to display my wreaths. These are my straw flower and rose wreaths. Those are super pretty. And then I have a really simple eucalyptus one, and then my orange slice ones and this blue one. I'm still trying to upsell my spring subscription. So, you know, trying to target those people who live in my town, even though we're in a different town. Here's the dried bouquets. It looks very nice and bountiful. And then I also have the bath salts here with the sachets, and then some of my social media stuff. So hopefully people will like this and want to buy some stuff today. The bulb crates also create a nice little pocket for me to keep my change and my business cards and my boxes that I box up the bath salts. Alright, it's the end of day one, and it was very slow. I knew it was going to be slow because, you know, it's Friday, people are working, there's not a whole bunch of advertising for this event. If I could estimate, maybe 50 people came through. So I didn't even break even today. I sold the one $15 orange wreath, and that's not actually $15, right? Because you got sales tax in there, so yeah. But that's okay. I made some connections with people who are local to the community, which is awesome. It's never a bad thing to do. And I talked to a vendor who, she's actually right next to me, and she's super sweet. She gave me all of her vendor insights. Like, she's a pro. She's been vending like 20 years or something like that, all over the place. So she's sharing a lot of good insight with me, which it's kind of fun. And you know, it's fun to talk with people. People are super excited about the dehydrated orange slices. I was not expecting that. Everybody's like, whoa, what is this? Are these real? What? Did you do this? And they're like, oh my gosh, so cute. So hey, they're loving the rustic orange slices, like almost to the point that I want to go and make some more. We're gonna come back tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be a really awesome day. All right, currently defrosting the car, running a little bit behind, but setup today is going to be really easy because I didn't have to break down yesterday. So the kind of cool thing about being indoors at this event is that we can leave all our stuff overnight, so it's really chill. So I'm gonna get defrosted and head on out. It's a beautiful day today though, so hopefully lots of people will come out. Saturday is a much busier day, way busier even than my last market, so hopefully people will buy. Alright, so it's the end of day 2, and I have sold not so much, and I have lowered the prices a little bit. So bouquets went down to 15 out of 20, and then I've lowered the sachets and the bath salts. So tomorrow I'm going to go even lower because I need to get this out of here. Alright, end of day 2, and I sold about $100 of stuff, which is a lot better than yesterday. And my average sale is just under $12. Typically, my average sale is a lot higher. At the last market, it was $25, and then from the stand, it's a little bit over 20, but not quite 25. So that kind of goes to show what people are looking for. They're looking for those lower dollar items. And the other insight too is that, you know, we've got this market here with a lot of smaller items that are a little bit cheaper, but at the same time we have another market that is massive. There's like over 200 vendors, and a lot of the people were coming from that market and saying it was super crowded, and so, you know, they could have already spent some money there and then maybe not have a whole bunch left over to spend here. I lowered my prices a little bit, and I think that was a good decision because once I did that, I started selling a little bit more. Tomorrow I'm going to lower even more because it's going to be like closeout pricing, right? I don't want this inventory. I'm not going to sell it anymore. Like literally, if I don't sell it tomorrow, I'm going to throw it away or donate it or something. Like, I'm not peddling that anymore. So we need to get it out the door, and we're going to be like a furniture store that's closing down. Close out pricing, get it the heck out of my booth. I will see you tomorrow for a final day of market selling. Another day, another nickel, as they say. So it's the final day today. It's only from 10 to 3:30 and it's already 10 and I haven't even left yet, so whoops. But yesterday was the busy day and I still had enough time to go to the coffee stand and get coffee, so I'm sure it'll be fine. So today I am going to price everything pretty much at half off the original price because I'm trying to get it out the door. We'll see how busy it is. Let's go. So here's what my booth looks like at the end of day 3. Still quite a bit of inventory, but we did move some of it. Alright, so it is the end of day 3, and you know, it was okay day today. Lowering the prices helped a lot. Unfortunately, a lot of the sellers there were selling at lower price points, you know, a lot of kind of small little trinkety types of things, and you know, I think that's really reflected in who was kind of shopping there. So I got my average sale price up a little bit to under $13, but that's still well below my typical average sale price. And I did make about $90 worth of sales, so that's not too bad. And I sold some of the wreaths. So my goal really was to get the product out of my house. I don't want to store that anymore. I'm not going to be doing stuff with dried flowers. So, you know, I was trying to liquidate it. And, you know, once I started lowering the prices, people started biting a little bit more. So I still do have quite a bit of like sachets, some of the rose bath salts, but all of the lavender ones sold out. And I sold just a couple dried flower bouquets, and then I sold most of the wreaths. My prediction about who was going to come to that market of older people was spot on. I would estimate that about 80-90% of the people were senior citizens. I knew that was going to happen. You know, this event was marketed in the newspaper and on the radio. So, you know, who reads the newspaper and listens to the radio? The other thing too is that, you know, it happens at a spot that I think a lot of older people are aware of, not that younger people are aware of it. So a lot of the older people made comments about how like, oh wow, like, you know, I used to do dried flower stuff when I was young, or, you know, oh wow, this is making a comeback. And they passed over my booth often. They'd take a look and then they'd be like, oh no, not for me. But, you know, I'm making the sales with the, you know, middle-aged people and some of the younger people. That's who's interested in my booth, and, you know, that's my target market. So obviously I'm going to a market that doesn't have my target market at it. So, you know, we would expect slower sales. So like nobody should be surprised by this. So I still think I did pretty decent given, you know, all of those moving parts there. And there was some issues with, you know, the marketing. I think there was like a typo on when it ended one day, so it cut us short, even though we were still sitting there waiting for people. And then, yeah, that other market drew a lot of attention and had people there as well. So not a total fail. You know, it doesn't hurt to bring more money in. Like I said, that product was gonna sit in my guest bedroom and maybe get donated or composted because I'm kind of over it. I know that this doesn't sell well for me and that my market doesn't want dried flowers, and that's okay. But what that means is that I'm not gonna spend my time trying to sell it to people when they don't want it. And the other thing too is that this really reinforces the idea, you know, that markets aren't for me. The roadside stand model is working, and fresh flowers is what my customers want, and so that's what I'm gonna give them. Like I said, you know, the benefit of this market really was to be networking. I handed out my business card to so many people and had so many people say, oh yeah, I've seen your brown box on the side of the road. So, you know, that is the benefit. And then getting to know the other vendors in the area and learning some of their insights about vending and things like that. So, I don't know the total. I think I'll put it on the screen. I think it's about $200 of total sales this weekend. So, you know, not outstanding, but still money in the door. So, thanks so much for watching, and don't expect any more market videos from me. All right, see you next time.